This is a baby T-Rex. Small, lost in the middle of the empty street. I pick him up, and right now he looks completely harmless and calm. But that feeling is actually a lie. He's already in my home, wrapped up, warm and calm, like a normal little pet. But later in this video, that's going to change completely, and he's going to become much more dangerous. But first, I think it's time to start feeding him properly, because he needs to grow fast. I start feeding him, and from this very moment, a process begins that can no longer be stopped at all. He takes his first steps around the house, and even now, there's already a predator in the way he slowly moves. He falls asleep, but even in his quiet sleep, there's something very unsettling about him. With every single hour, he becomes more active and noticeably much faster. So I build him his first mini habitat, his new, small, controlled world. Rocks, hiding spots, environment, everything to make him feel like he's truly in the wild. I add water because he needs to learn how to survive properly. And I place him inside. Now this is fully his territory. At first, he just explores carefully and slowly, like he's learning the boundaries. But then, he starts hunting. His instincts awaken way too fast and aggressively. I let him back into the house, and he's already acting completely different. He notices everything around him and reacts to it instantly, like a predator. His first encounter with a cat, the tension in the air becomes very real. He moves closer, just a little too close. And in that exact moment, it becomes clear this is no longer just a game. He starts to dominate. The space is clearly no longer ours anymore. He faces a human, and he's absolutely no longer afraid. His appetite grows, and normal food is no longer enough for him. He starts testing boundaries, and they clearly no longer hold him back. Sometimes he still acts calm, like everything is somehow under control. But the truth is, he's already grown, already a dangerous predator, and this is only the very beginning. I pick him up again, but now he's noticeably much heavier, and this is really just the start. We're driving in a car. He looks out the window like he's carefully studying a world that will soon be his. He's already taking up an entire seat, and space is quickly running out. I take him to the ocean, his first real encounter with the wild nature. He steps into the water and instantly feels like it belongs to him. But back at home, he starts destroying everything around. His power is slowly slipping out of control. He no longer fits in a normal room. Every single step is now a threat. His appetite becomes unnatural. He consumes literally everything he sees. Sometimes he still acts calm, like he's still that same little baby. But now he sleeps like a predator, building strength for something much bigger. So I start building him a new, massive enclosure because the house simply can't contain him anymore. A huge territory, water, rocks, a place where he can keep growing freely.
I've never seen anything quite like it.
Reinforced walls, extra protection, because now this is truly dangerous. I move him there, and for the first time ever, he feels real freedom. He explores the depths, becoming faster and much stronger, and begins to dominate the water like a true apex predator. People come to see him because they've never seen anything like this before.
Look, over by that rock.
He becomes the center of attention, and it slowly starts to irritate him.
Be careful, it's getting...
His behavior changes. Aggression slowly begins to show. He starts moving violently. The water literally explodes around him. The crowd grows. The pressure on him keeps building more and more.
I got a picture.
And he's no longer just an animal. He clearly feels confined inside. He walks up to the glass, and only a thin barrier separates him from people. They feed him more and more, but it's still no longer enough to control him. Everything looks calm, but this is the very last calm before what's about to happen next. He approaches the glass, and for the first time ever, real rage appears in his eyes. And in a single moment, the glass suddenly cracks. He pushes even harder, and now absolutely no one can stop him. He breaks out, and for the very first time, he's completely free. People try to stop him, but they don't even understand what they're facing. They use weapons, but it only makes him even more angry. And now, he's not running anymore. He's finally fighting back. They load him into a truck, trying to take control again somehow. Transport, isolation, but it's really just a temporary illusion. They lock him in a dark place, far away from absolutely everyone. Dirt, tight, space, loneliness, he slowly starts to change. Inside him, rage begins to build, and it turns into something much bigger. He's left completely alone, but that only makes him even more dangerous. His roar becomes louder, stronger, and more unnatural. Even the walls begin to shake from his growing power. He breaks through the barriers and violently escapes again. Now, he attacks first, without any hesitation at all. He destroys everything around him like he's taking full revenge. The scale changes. This is now a complete catastrophe. People gather forces, but panic is already everywhere around. They open fire, but it has absolutely no effect. He only gets stronger with every single hit, and for the first time, he unleashes his full destructive power. This is no longer just an animal. This is a living disaster. Cities burn, and he keeps moving forward without ever stopping. He enters a massive megapolis, and everything suddenly freezes. The military attacks, but it's already completely useless. Explosions, chaos everywhere, but he only grows even bigger. And in the end, he stands above the entire city as an unstoppable force that no one can ever control.